Okay, partsbreakers.com. Jeremy here, 303-666-9020. This is a not a video for a tub that's for sale. This tub is spoken for. Sounds like they got some jets going again today. Anyway, so this is a final value video. Final approval video. Value sometimes, I guess, as well if it needs adjustment. But it's a CJ7. My cheeks are a little cold. Temperature dropping out here, unfortunately. I was hoping to have a 50-degree day, but they lied. So I'm gonna go through it, and if you're not the buyer of this tub, take a look. And this is, now you understand our process. When I say pre-dismantle, that means you're locking down a tub or a frame that we haven't fully dismantled. Sometimes, like that TJ there, complete. This in this case was fairly complete as well. And we do our best we can to look at everything prior to pulling them, and then we value them based on that. If they're better, great. If they're worse, then we adjust or do what we can for them. 7 tubs are extremely hard to get, and I would still say after cleaning this one up, and I hit it with that guy, which is 3,800 psi, 4,000-ish, and 300 degrees. It does a pretty good job of showing us any weak areas in it. So the weak area on this one is mainly just the paint job, which is awful. But to each his own. It is what it is. It's going to get painted, I'm sure. The inside, again, not my favorite color. Well, I love blue, but I wouldn't have painted this liner this blue. They did a liner in it, and I like it. It's not a rough liner. I don't like the rubber ones. This one's more of a hardened paint, although the nice thing with this one, hammered, I think is what they call this look. The nice thing with this one is if you were going to sandblast this tub, which a lot of guys do, most of that should come out. There's probably a little bit more effort to do, but it's not needed. I mean, it's a beautiful floor. They've done a little bit of, somebody's repaired this floor, which was nice because they usually have a little bit no matter how clean they are. And they did a good job from what it looks like, at least on the top side. The bottom side I like too, but they could have done a little better job closing the gaps in, which we've seen in the beginning, but it is what it is. Again, people don't understand that if you don't plate something on the bottom, just because you can't see it, doesn't mean, it's not going to, they think you can't see it's fixed. And that's not true, because obviously, especially on East Coast, Midwest guys, you got to leave a gaping hole somewhere. And this one's not gaping, but it's big. It's something I wouldn't want to leave exposed to elements. Pack that thing full of mud, salt, anything else you have element-wise, specifically salt, and you're going to have an issue eventually. And then you ruin a perfectly good tub. So that's the only thing I would really do on this tub. So the tailgate, we'll pull off of it. It's damaged, so if somebody wanted it, this would probably go for ornamental use. The hinges are still good. We sell those. The rest of the hardware, it's got the hinges, the drop brackets, the latch. We'll park that tailgate out. But if it's something that this buyer wanted, we'll figure something out on it. It's not a big deal. Fender flares we usually pull. Again, the guys got, not lazy, they're just super swamped right now. So, and those aren't in great shape anyway, but we'll probably pull those just for sake of loading. And yada, yada, yada. So here's the driver's side, nice clean corner, okay? Anything they left on it, like the seat belts, those will come out. Again, we just kind of got short on time. So driver's side rocker, lower rocker, nice clean. It had the trim because it's a Laredo, so those are super rare. Those are in pretty good shape too, so somebody wanted those. The top of the windshield frame, beautiful. Those rot out. That's a really common area to see, especially in the Midwest, East Coast, to rust out. That one's clean. Cowls nice and clean. Wiper nozzle, we like literally, I mean, we sell the bits and pieces off them, so there's a few things left on this that'll come off, but the tub itself is what we're going after as far as what it looks like. Firewall nice and clean, no damage. Seems like every time I pull a CJ, there's something kind of dinged up where they've taken a front hit. This one's really nice and clean, straight there. Passenger side down. Now we knew this spot, and I hit it again with the pressure washer, so we kind of got this extent of it, so it's about 6 inches by about 2, 3, maybe 3-ish there. Okay, and yeah, definitely a patch there is going to happen. And they've, somebody again kind of, it looks like they used chalking, but it's cheap, and you never know. People do some odd things with these things. So if it prevented it from rusting out further, which can't say it did, can't say it didn't, so be it. But definitely some repair there. We knew ahead of time going into it. Lower rocker underneath the tailgate's nice, clean, straight, and I'll show you that here in a second. I'll lift it up in the air. Right rear corner, nice and clean. And then again, I don't know if those floors, I mean, really nice floors, solid. These areas here, this is where your roll bar feet go. Those love to rust out. Both of them are nice and clean, and I'm gonna show you that on the bottom. Just because they've been painted over, obviously could hold and hide things. That actually is beautiful on this tub, and one of the reasons this tub is still a high-grade tub, because typically on CJs, if you're ever looking to buy one, the one area you want to look for, and you can't look for them at this angle because the roll bars are always in them, and I'll show you underside where you want to look, and I'd say 9 out of 10, even in California, they're rusty there. So super cool that this tub isn't, and it is nice that they did a patchwork, and it is nice that they did a pretty good job of that, at least on the top side of that. So anyway, floors up top are great, and then let's get this tractor fired up here. I think there was a couple bolts he broke, which is pretty common on CJs, but nothing out of the normal. So let's just go right into anything I see when I was washing it. So nice and clean corners here. You can see nice. This is a little dirty still, but I got the best I could up in there. So your first frame mount there, nice clean. That's a floating nut in there. That's supposed to be like that. Perfect threads. This is your other one, nice, another one. The whole rear side of this has floating hardware in it, meaning it moves around. So that's common. Now you'll see welded stuff. These are not welded, they're never welded. Matter of fact, they're not even welded on up to the newer stuff that I've seen. So clean floor. Another area, nice and clean. These seams here, it's starting to get a little bleed through here, but not bad. Up through here. Now there's that area. So when you're looking at a CJ specifically, any CJ, here it is. This one's got a little damage here from this torque pocket, but it's not rust. It actually cracked, and it was because the bolt was loose and nobody noticed it, probably when they're driving around, and that will definitely crack that. So good news is it's still here, and I'll probably pull this if we can. I get water down my sleeve, just to keep it, because this would be easy to re-weld in there. But that's where you want to look, okay? And on both sides, and it's not the end of the world if it's gone. It's just more work, and this one is absolutely beautiful there. So, and this area too, this is another area. Now a lot of times you'll find liners in these, so you're gonna have to get underneath that liner to see what kind of shape that's in. So and that on a Midwest Jeep is sometimes absolutely terrible, so do your due diligence and look. Okay, so torque pocket down through here, a little pulled there probably. Yeah, so that's supposed to be nice and flat there. So that, just hammer that back down. You can re-weld that if you want. This has probably created a little bit more stress on that, but this pulled nice and clean straight up. We didn't have to twist anything off, so that's what we want. And this floor is really solid. This is that spot I was telling you that, about the size of my palm down here, that I wish they would. I mean, this was a completely thoughtless, not doing that, and it's fine now. I mean, it needs to be fixed still. This is nice and clean metal around it, solid to work with, and it doesn't need much. But whoever gets this tub, yeah, you know that already. I don't have to explain it. But anyway, then is your front frame mount. This one kind of moves in here a little bit, but this is, again, nice clean threads, nothing broken. Nice clean threads, nothing broken. Down to your right side, or your left side, torque pocket, driver side, okay? Up in there, I don't know if I showed that one here. And there's your one there. So really nice and clean threads there. Not a lot of work down here at all. And again, we hold the price. There's the same thing, okay? We hold the price solid. So this guy, Owen, he bought this tub based on the price I initially gave it. We cut him a better deal. We always give better deals on pre-dismantle because we have money lined up for it. So, and we're a small business. We run it just like any other business, right? So he saved a little bit there. Had I parted this one down and got it down and seen what I'm seeing down here, I easily, we could have priced it up a little bit, but that's not what we do. It is what it is. And we're happy with that. We're totally fine with that. It doesn't even make us, it's not like, oh shucks, because it's just not the way we do our business out here as far as the way we cash flow. So anyway, nice clean seams there. Again, really nice wheel well, same thing here. Beautiful area where the roll bar goes, nothing over here, no rust, no nothing like that. And then again, this one's nice and solid. This is what the other side should look like, but no cracking. And so absolutely nothing down here minus the two spots that we kind of seen when we were up in there anyway. So everything came out like we wanted to on this guy. There's your last guy here. And well, the one, and then your last one here, actually, the corner here. So this will come out. We do sell these. They're called turnover valves, or I can't think of what they're named are right now. But anyway, it's if it flips over. So CJs always have a little filler in them. You'll see them along the edges. I've never ever had a CJ in here that doesn't have it. And I had a body guy tell me a long time ago that literally these things would come out of the factory, get shipped to dealers, and the first thing dealers would do is take them to a paint shop and smooth them out, because they often had ripples and yada 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 in them. So not uncommon. It's when we see, you know, thickness. There's nothing in this one. There's no, you know, damage when you feel up in here. Nice smooth corners like we want to see. Like, you know, so anyway, spent a little bit more time than I normally do on a final approval video, but I want to give everybody else opportunity and just reiterate. It's a CJ7 tub. I'm going to get a million calls on these things now that we're putting this up. These are extremely hard for us to get. I get them as fast as I can, but unfortunately, I probably only get in this kind of quality once a year. And I mean that, no joke. I mean, to every 10 TJ clean tubs I get one of these. For 5 YJ tubs, one of these. YJs are gotten really hard to get too. So anyway, 303-666-9020, partsbreakers.com. Any other parts you need, Owen or anybody else out there, you give us a shout. I leave a week from tomorrow at the latest. 7 days. I thought it was 10. It's 7 days. So we got a lot of work to do, get caught up, and get this load underway. So I got to be back by Christmas. Otherwise, I'm going to be in hot water. So again, 303-666-9020, partsbreakers.com. Thanks and have a great day.